Hi, I'm bringing to you market statistics. It's been a bit since you've heard from me. The last update I had was I think back in April. So we had an MLS conversion. So that was the system that we all utilize as realtors to input our listings, and that's where I'm able to generate reports and talk to you about what's going on in the market. When they redid the system, the reports that I utilized went away. And so we had to reach out to IT and technical support so they could input those and redesign those for me so that way I have the information to bring to you. So it's going to look a little different. So we're skipping the month of May, and I'm going to report to you on June because there's just not a way for me to go back out and get that data easily. So for June in Perry County, there were 13 new homes that came on the market. $282,000 was the average sales price. Days on market was 47, and there were 20 solds. So we don't have a month to jump back at, but we're going to look back a year ago and talk about June of 2024, and there were 15 new homes came on the market. 205,000 was the average sales price. 85 days on the market and 10 solds. So obviously we doubled the solds. That's a really great part to report there. Now let's talk about year-to-date statistics real quick. So from January 1 through the end of June, there have been 78 new homes come on the market in Perry County. That's down a little over 1% versus last year to date. 61 homes have sold, which is down over 6%. Days on market's at 68 days, so almost 10% more than last year. Last year we were at 62 days on average. Average sales price, though, has increased a little over 7%, coming in just a bit over $242,000. And right now, sellers are getting 97.9% of their asking price, which was down almost 2% versus last year to date. So now moving on to Cape Girardeau County. 119 new homes came on the market with an average sales price of $276,000. Days on market is at 37 and 100 homes sold. We're going to step back and look at 2024 and see how we fared up. 105 new homes came on the market. $299,000 was the average sales price. Days on market was 32 and 67 homes have sold. So there's a trend right now that there are more homes selling in June than they did last year. Now, if we're looking at year-to-date in Cape Girardeau County, new listings are down a little over 5%, coming in at 559 new homes popping on the market this year so far. Up 5% are the closed sales, so that's 428 homes have sold, 54 days on the market, exact same spot we were in last year to date. Average sales price is up a little over 1% at $272,801. And there's no change in how much sellers are receiving. So they are receiving 97.3% of their asking price, which was the same as last year to date. Now we're going to cover Bollinger County. So for the month of June 2025, 13 new homes came on the market. $237 is the average sales price, 37 days on the market, and 5 homes have sold. Looking at June 2024, 6 new listings. $223,000 was the average sales price, 98 days on the market, so that has reduced drastically from last year, and 6 homes sold, so that's pretty consistent there. Now, Bollinger County's year-to-date, so from January 1 through the end of June 2025, there's almost been a 64% increase in properties coming on the market. So 59 new homes came on the market versus 36 last year, up almost 28% at 37 homes that have sold. Days on market is 80 versus 72 last year, so that's about 11% increase in the time sitting on the market. Average sales prices increased 16%. We're at $213,450, and right now sellers are getting 96% of their asking price, which is a little over 2% more than last year. So Bollinger County has really been coming out of this strong. We did have a lull there last year, and there weren't a lot of properties coming onto the market, but that has since changed. We're going to wrap up with St. Genevieve County. So for June 2025, 16 new homes came on the market. $216,000 is the average sales price. 56 days on the market, and 16 homes have sold. Stepping back in June of 2024, 16 new listings, so that's exactly the same. Average sales price is at $284,000, 37 days on the market, and 14 solds. So now year to date for St. Genevieve County, 98 new homes came on the market, which is over a 3% increase versus last year to date. Sales are at 76, so that's a 15% increase since last year. 66 is the average time on the market right now, so that's 22% more than last year. $275,300 is the average sales price, which is a 2% increase from last year to date. And right now, sellers are getting 97.9% of their asking price, which is a little over 1% less than last year. So thanks for hanging out with me. I know I missed last month. Again, that was out of my control, but I'm glad you tuned in to hear what's happening in June. Some great things have been happening and things have been picking up. So if you have any questions about the market, don't hesitate to call, text message, comment below, or stop by and see me. Talk to you soon.